Art preservation is a crucial aspect of maintaining our cultural heritage. Over the centuries, numerous masterpieces have been created, but only a few have stood the test of time, retaining their beauty and significance. We will talk about 10 of the most remarkably preserved paintings in the world, exploring the history behind each masterpiece, the innovative techniques used to preserve them, and their enduring cultural and artistic significance. First, the Mona Lisa, painted by the legendary Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci, is arguably the most famous painting in the world. Created between 1503 and 1506, and possibly continuing until 1517, this masterpiece is a portrait of Lisa Gherardini, the wife of Florentine merchant Francesco del Giocondo. The painting is renowned for its revolutionary use of technique, like sfumato, which creates a soft, gradual transition between colors and tones, enhancing its lifelike appearance. Leonardo's focus on capturing the emotional state and the subtle complexity of expressions was groundbreaking for its time. Over the centuries, the Mona Lisa has undergone various preservation efforts to combat the effects of time. The painting was transferred from its original wood panel to a canvas to prevent cracking. It is housed in the Louvre Museum, Paris, in a climate-controlled environment to protect it from temperature and humidity fluctuations. Furthermore, it's displayed behind bulletproof, UV-protected glass to shield it from physical damage and light degradation. These measures ensure the painting's longevity and maintain its visual integrity. The Mona Lisa holds immense cultural and artistic significance. Its enigmatic smile has fascinated viewers and artists for centuries, making it a subject of endless analysis and interpretation. The painting revolutionized portrait art by depicting a subject with a complex reflective presence, setting a new standard for future artists. It also reflects Leonardo's deep understanding of human anatomy and psychology. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you watch our videos regularly. Second, The Last Supper, painted by Leonardo da Vinci between 1495 and 1498, is one of the most influential works in the history of art. This mural, located in the convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan, Italy, depicts the moment Jesus announces that one of his 12 disciples will betray him. Leonardo's innovative approach to composition, perspective, and character portrayal marked a significant departure from traditional Last Supper depictions. He used experimental techniques to create a vivid, dynamic scene, focusing on the emotional responses of each disciple, which enhanced the painting's dramatic impact. Leonardo chose to paint this mural on a dry wall, rather than using the traditional fresco technique, leading to deterioration over time. The painting has undergone several restorations to address flaking, mold, and warping. Modern preservation efforts include climate control to stabilize the environment and reduce further decay. Advanced digital imaging technologies are also used to monitor the mural's condition and assist in its preservation. It is not only a masterpiece of the Renaissance, but also a pivotal work in the history of Western art. Leonardo's portrayal of a significant biblical moment with such psychological depth was groundbreaking. The painting's composition and use of perspective have influenced countless artists and have become a standard in art education. Third, Starry Night, painted by Vincent van Gogh in 1889, is one of the most recognized paintings in the history of Western culture. Created during Van Gogh's time at the Saint-Paul de Moselle Asylum in France, the painting reflects the artist's turbulent state of mind and his fascination with the nocturnal sky. Van Gogh's use of vibrant colors, swirling skies, and the emotional depth in the painting was a significant departure from the realistic styles of his time. The artwork features a blend of imagination and reality, showcasing Van Gogh's unique ability to convey emotion through bold brushstrokes and striking color contrasts. Starry Night has been well preserved through various conservation efforts. The painting is currently housed in the Museum of Modern Art in New York, where it is displayed under controlled lighting and environmental conditions to minimize damage from light exposure and humidity. The museum also employs regular maintenance and careful handling practices to ensure the painting's longevity. Starry Night is emblematic of the Expressionist movement, where emotional expression takes precedence over realistic depiction. The painting's striking, swirling sky has become a symbol of individualism and creative genius in art. It has inspired countless artists, poets, and musicians, reflecting its deep impact on various forms of artistic expression. Fourth, The Night Watch, painted by Rembrandt van Rijn in 1642, is one of the most famous works of art. Officially titled Militia Company of District 2 under the command of Captain Frans Banning Koch. This painting is renowned for its large scale and the use of light and shadow to bring the scene to life. It depicts a city militia as they prepare to embark on a march. The painting's dynamic composition, with its figures in mid-motion, and the dramatic use of chiaroscuro, were innovative at the time, showcasing Rembrandt's mastery in portraying realistic human emotion and movement. The Night Watch has undergone various restoration and preservation efforts over the centuries. One of the key challenges has been the darkening of the painting's varnish, which altered its original appearance. The painting is now housed in the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, where it's displayed in a controlled environment to protect it from light damage, humidity, and temperature fluctuations. Rembrandt's The Night Watch is celebrated for its breakthrough approach to group portraiture, moving away from static, formal depictions to a scene brimming with energy and life. The painting captures a pivotal moment in the Dutch Golden Age, reflecting the pride and power of Amsterdam during that era. Fifth, the Sistine Chapel ceiling, painted by Michelangelo between 1508 and 1512, is one of the most remarkable accomplishments in the history of Western art. Commissioned by Pope Julius II for the Sistine Chapel in Vatican City, Michelangelo created a series of frescoes that cover the entire ceiling. The central panels depict scenes from the Book of Genesis, including the famous creation of Adam. The preservation of the Sistine Chapel ceiling has been a major undertaking. Over the centuries, the frescoes suffered from smoke damage, dirt accumulation, and the fading of colors. A major restoration project was carried out between 1980 and 1994, where conservators carefully removed centuries of grime, restoring the vibrancy of Michelangelo's original colors. The chapel now employs an advanced air filtration system to reduce pollution and dust. Strict controls on temperature, humidity, and visitor numbers are also in place to preserve the fresco's integrity. The cultural and artistic significance of the Sistine Chapel ceiling is immense. It represents a high point in the Renaissance's blending of art, faith, and humanism. Michelangelo's frescoes have profoundly influenced the course of Western art, setting new standards for depicting the human figure and narrative art. Sixth, Girl with a Pearl Earring, created by Johannes Vermeer around 1665, is often referred to as the Dutch Mona Lisa. This exquisite painting portrays a young girl wearing a turban and a large pearl earring, gazing over her shoulder at the viewer. The painting is celebrated for its use of light and shadow and the subtle yet intense expression captured on the girl's face. Vermeer's ability to render the textures of the turban, the earring, and the girl's skin with such realism was groundbreaking. The identity of the girl remains a mystery, adding to the painting's intrigue. The preservation of Girl with a Pearl Earring has involved careful and expert attention. Over the years, the painting has undergone several restorations to clean its surface and repair minor damages. The most recent restoration in 2014 revealed the painting's original vibrant colors and finer details, hidden for years under varnish that had darkened over time. The Mauritshuis Museum in The Hague, where the painting is displayed, maintains strict environmental controls to protect it from light damage, humidity, and temperature fluctuations. The painting is one of the most admired works of the Dutch Golden Age, showcasing Vermeer's mastery of using light to create lifelike images. It has become a symbol of beauty and mystery, captivating audiences worldwide. Seventh, The Birth of Venus, painted by Sandro Botticelli between 1484 and 1486, is one of the most celebrated works of the Italian Renaissance. This painting depicts Venus, the Roman goddess of love and beauty, emerging from the sea as a fully grown woman. Botticelli's use of line and form to create a sense of softness and fluidity in Venus's figure was revolutionary. The painting is known for its ethereal quality and the dreamlike representation of classical mythology, which was innovative during a time when Christian themes dominated art. The painting, originally on canvas, is more fragile than frescoes or wood panel paintings. One of the key challenges has been protecting it from environmental factors like humidity and temperature changes, which can cause the canvas and paint to expand and contract. The painting is currently housed in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, Italy, where it's kept under controlled environmental conditions. The painting marked a shift in the art world towards humanism and the revival of classical antiquity, themes central to the Renaissance. It celebrates beauty and love, themes that were re-emerging in art and literature of the time. Botticelli's depiction of Venus has become an iconic symbol of feminine grace and beauty in Western art. The School of Athens, completed by Raphael in 1511, is a remarkable fresco that graces the walls of the Apostolic Palace in the Vatican. This masterpiece is part of a series that Raphael was commissioned to create, celebrating the philosophies of the ancient world. The School of Athens represents philosophy, depicting a gathering of the greatest thinkers and scientists of the ancient world, including Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, and Pythagoras. The fresco is celebrated for its dynamic composition, precise use of perspective, and the lifelike portrayal of these historical figures. Raphael's ability to imbue each figure with individuality and vitality was a significant achievement in Renaissance art. Being a fresco, it is particularly susceptible to environmental damage. Over the years, the fresco has been carefully restored to address issues such as water damage, flaking, and fading. The Vatican employs strict environmental controls in the room where the fresco is located to protect it from humidity and temperature changes. It is a quintessential example of Renaissance art, embodying the era's ideals of humanism and classical learning. The fresco celebrates intellectual inquiry and the power of reason, themes that were revolutionary at the time. The fresco's depiction of ancient philosophers has also made it an iconic representation of the wisdom and knowledge of the classical world. Ninth, Guernica, created by Pablo Picasso in 1937, is one of the most powerful anti-war statements in the history of art. This large mural was painted in response to the bombing of Guernica, a Basque country village in northern Spain, by Nazi, German, and Italian fascist forces during the Spanish Civil War. The painting is monumental in scale and depicts a chaotic and anguished scene filled with fragmented and distorted figures, symbolizing the horrors of war and suffering. Picasso's use of a monochromatic palette and the stark, impactful imagery in Guernica was a departure from his earlier styles and a significant moment in the development of modern art. The preservation of Guernica has been a complex task, given its historical significance and the delicate nature of its materials. The painting, now housed in the Museo Reina Sofia in Madrid, Spain, is displayed under carefully controlled lighting to minimize light-induced damage. The museum maintains strict environmental conditions, including humidity and temperature controls, to preserve the integrity of the canvas and pigments. Additionally, the painting is monitored and periodically examined using advanced imaging techniques to detect any signs of deterioration or damage. The painting is not only a masterpiece of modern art, but also a potent political statement reflecting Picasso's engagement with the turbulent events of his time. It has become a universal symbol of the tragedies of war and the senseless suffering it causes. 10th, Las Meninas, painted in 1656 by Diego Velázquez, is one of the most analyzed works in Western painting. The scene takes place in the artist's studio in Madrid's Royal Alcazar. It portrays Infanta Margarita Teresa surrounded by her entourage, including maids of honor, a dwarf, a dog, and Velázquez himself. The painting is celebrated for its complex and enigmatic composition, which includes a mirror reflecting the image of the king and queen. Velázquez's use of perspective, light, and shadow, along with his ability to capture the textures and atmospheres, makes Las Meninas a masterpiece of the Spanish Golden Age. The painting has been restored several times to address issues like fading, discolored varnish, and past restoration attempts that had altered its appearance. It is currently housed in the Museo del Prado in Madrid. It is renowned for challenging the viewer's perception and blurring the lines between reality and illusion. It represents a high point in Velázquez's career, showcasing his skill in composition and his ability to capture the complexities of the human psyche. From the emotional depth of the Starry Night to the complex composition of Las Meninas, each painting offers a unique window into different eras and artistic movements. These paintings are not just visual spectacles. They are historical documents that tell the story of human creativity, philosophy, and the evolution of artistic expression. If you like the video, there's another one showing on the screen.